All right, what's up, LG family? It is another week, kind of. This week's going to be a talking video, so you're going to have to bear with it. If you're not into the talking videos, I completely understand, and I will see you next week. But for those of you that tune in, even for the talking videos, what's happening? Real quick before we roll the intro, let me just say, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I do want to welcome you to the LG family. Thank you for stopping by. Though this is probably not a good introduction video. There's really not much to it. It's just going to be a lot of talking. But you can hang out, check it out, see what we talk about. Maybe you find it interesting, informative, entertaining, all that good stuff. And if you do, hit the thumbs up, maybe share it. Tell some of your friends and family. You can totally hit that subscribe button because that helps me and helps the channel out. And with all that help, the channel just gets bigger and it grows. And thank you if you do. But if you don't, then thanks for stopping by. Have a good day and all that good jazz. And for those of you that return week after week, again, this video is more or less for you guys and gals. All right, so we're going to roll that intro and we're going to have a chit chat. Cool? Cool. Awesome. Apparently it's better. Alright, so like I said, this week's video is going to be a talking video. Why? Because I have no idea where most of my footage went. No idea. Like 2 weeks worth of footage and it's like all gone. I don't know what it is. My GoPro decided that it was going to take a crap on me. Ass. And just, I don't know, self-delete or something, all my footage. I just ain't got nothing, which is super. But, so, anyways, what happened, why there was no video last week, is because last week, me and the trainee, we decided to run. Well, I decided to run, and he has to tag along. That's just how it goes. And so we ended up running over the weekend, and I just didn't have the time or the energy to stop and put a video together. I know, I suck, I fail, sorry. But what I figured I would do is I would use the footage from last week with this week's footage and just make one big video with a whole bunch of cool stuff in it. And like I said, I don't know where any of the footage went. It's gone, disappeared, just later, alligator. I don't know what happened. So, unfortunately, no GoPro footage, which leaves me with really no footage other than a quick conversation that I had with my new trainee, Mir. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that in at the end of this video. And so that way you guys can just meet Mir, see who he is, see what he's about, all that. We had like a quick little conversation just talking about older guys, that have been doing the same job for a very long time and then finally doing a career change. And I know that's something that a lot of you guys and gals have asked me about, especially the older crowd that's just like, oh, I hate this job. I've been doing it for 20 some odd years. I just want something different. So hopefully this might answer some of your questions, put your mind at ease a little bit or not. I don't know. And so, yeah. It's pretty much about it, honestly, to tell you the truth. There wasn't a lot to talk about. Unfortunately, another thing, this week I decided to swing through the house, see the missus, because I was running and all that good stuff. Didn't go home last weekend. And she got the Rona. COVID. Bug bit her. I don't know. And so because she got COVID or tested positive for COVID, I have to self-quarantine. So we had to come back home, drop the load off. And then someone else has got to take the load, obviously. And then I'm quarantined for for 5 days in the house. Trainees quarantined up in the hotel for 5 days. All that good stuff. So super de-duper. Yeah. So short week. Thanks to the Rona. My son's also got the Rona, which is weird. My wife and son both got the Rona. And for some odd reason, I just don't have it. I don't know. been testing myself. Didn't get it. It's weird. Must be a superhuman. But yeah, so that's it. You're all caught up. That's just kind of how the past 2 weeks went. So we're gonna cut over to the little bit of conversation that I had with Mir and call this video good for this week. So see you all next week. All right, what's up, LG family? Apologies for last week that there was no video. Sorry. I'm going to explain that in a sec, but real quick, for those of you, if you're first time, so we're going to play catch up in this week's video. This is Mir. He's my trainee. He's joining us for 5 weeks. He's already knocked out his first week, which was awesome. He did great, phenomenal job. No issues with his first week. And so figured what we do is talk to Mir for a second, just kind of see, like, you know, what he thinks of it, what he thinks of the training maybe so far, what he kind of, his expectations towards reality of, like, the job, what he was thinking before he came and now that he's here, kind of what his thoughts are. Just for, like, especially you new drivers, I know this is the stuff you guys are really interested in, and I could talk until I'm blue in the face, but I've been doing this for almost 8 years, so my opinion is really not going to change. So, like I said, first week, you did solid. We're getting into the second week. Out here, hanging at a truck stop the entire weekend. So if you just want to introduce yourself to the LG family, which you're officially a part of, by the way, and just kind of, I don't know, maybe your thoughts, your opinions on it so far.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, everybody. I'm Jameer, or Mir. So far, it's been awesome. Like, it's been very informative. A little bit more than what I expected it was going to be, but challenging, and I mean, but yet it's great. Like, I kind of figured it was going to be hard. I mean, transitioning from what I used to do to this, it's pretty much what I expected it so far. Like,
yeah,
cold, but
yeah,
like,
I know, right?
Like, other than that, like, it's been great. Like, it's always difficult learning something new. So I'm just interested to see how far I can go with this.
Hell yeah!
Like, as far as your training and stuff like that, like, it's been spot on. Like, I'm glad that you've gone into detail about certain things that we've been doing. Like, I could really use that, and hopefully it'll give me the confidence and the level of skill that I need to be able to do this job on my own.
Hell yeah! That's one of the big things that I've always talked to all my trainees about. Is I'm not making you a TMC driver. I'm making you a safe driver. That's all. That's my concern. If someone comes to my truck, they stay with TMC like I did, cool. If they don't, as long as I know that you're going to be safe and be successful out there, that's all I honestly I even care about. So, I think your situation in particular is going to be more fascinating for people because you are in your 40s now. Yeah. You've been doing other jobs for a very long time.
Yeah.
Kids are growing up and stuff like that, and you're, you know, cool, awesome grandpa from what I've seen so far. And I know that I get hit up all the time from, like, older people. I mean, what am I talking? I'm getting older too, but I get questions all the time. You know, people that have been doing the same job for 20 plus years and they're looking to make a career change, and a lot of them are very nervous to make that jump, which I can completely understand. So, for you, like you said, you're doing that job for so long that you did before this, like, what finally gave you the oomph to just finally make that jump? And, like, you know, I know it's probably nerve-wracking that you made it, but, like,
yeah, it was more so like complacency. Like, I got tired of just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, don't get me wrong, like, the job, I loved the group of people that I worked with. It was just, I needed something different.
Yeah.
I needed something different, and I just wanted to make more money. Like, the only downside to it is just the time away from home. But, I mean, like you said, I have older kids, so I'm not really missing anything. It's not like they need me home every day. So, transitioning into something as strenuous as this, because this is a workout. Like,
yeah.
Like, man, like, and it's pretty cool because I was looking forward to that. It's just, it's always difficult once you've been doing something for so long to just up and leave and do something different.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, like I said, it was just, I just got tired of doing the same thing every day, day in, day out. So I was looking for a challenge, and this opportunity presented itself. I was always thinking about being a truck driver. I've thought about it for a while, and the opportunity presented itself a few months back for me to get a CDL, and it was just like, okay, let's try it.
Yeah. So, and which, I mean, like I said, so far you're doing phenomenal. I have no issues. That's one of the things I actually do enjoy is when I get to train somebody that's not in they're in their 20s. Like these kids coming out in their 20s, like I don't know, like I just want to strangle every single one of them. But like once I get guys that are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s and up, like it's just so much easier. Well, they get in the mid 50s, they kind of get a little bit of cranky. So luckily you're not that old. But
I tell people all the time, you're only as old as you feel.
Right, exactly. And that's the big thing is so many people are just like, I just feel like it's so physically demanding, which for you looks out because like right now we're in the winter, so like this is the most physically demanding because like we've had tarps that were frozen, straps were like, the strap fell on my head and I thought it was going to split my head open because it was frozen. So like, yeah, we're in the thick of the crap right now. This is the worst part of it. So
I couldn't feel my fingertips a few times.
Yeah. So, and that's what's been crazy too, because like last week, well, you guys missed out on, but like last week we were in Wisconsin, 0 degrees Monday morning, and then by midweek we were in Wednesday we were in Louisiana. It was 70 some odd degrees out. We're in t-shirts sweating our butts off, and then immediately Friday we're all the way back up in West Virginia, freezing our butts off again indoors, and like. Thursday was bad. Like we went up, up towards Nashville, and then we had to go Nashville 64 up to West Virginia, and like if anyone was in that the other week, like you guys know that was crazy. It was even for me, driving for as long as I did, that snow was ridiculous, and so we ended up sitting for a whole day at a truck stop, had a snow day, and just chilled and just waited for it to blow over because it was freaking cold and it sucked.
Nasty. It was nasty out.
So definitely, like, that's another thing too for you new drivers. Like in the winter, if you got really bad weather, like you need to be watching the Weather Channel or weather reports. You need to know what the weather's like in the areas you're going in. Because like the other week, 95 got shut down, and I know some drivers that were stuck in that, and it sucks, being stuck out on the interstate compared to us being stuck at a truck stop in the parking lot. So this big thing, and if you're not safe, you're not sure, just shut the truck down. Get to a truck stop like we did, call in your dispatch, your fleet manager, whoever, and just be like, look, this weather's too bad, I'm not rolling. And no one, especially here at TMZ, is ever going to push you for that. And if you got to a different company and they're pushing you and you don't feel safe, well, you're probably at the wrong company, because no one should ever be pushing you past your limits. So just especially for you new drivers, keep that in consideration. But yeah, I'm excited. We're in just outside Cincinnati. We're going to be delivering some wallboard that we picked out at a shipping port from PA. We brought down here, and then obviously tomorrow morning we're going to be going to the Grove, and everyone knows the Grove, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, we'll see where we're at, and I mean obviously you guys will see it in a second. So yeah, okay.